Hey everybody, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me. Ugh, I am so hot. I need a fan. So, I hope you listened to the podcast because it was a pretty interesting one. Let me know if the sound is okay. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if whatever, I don't know. Did you read the podcast? So a thumbs up if you read the podcast. Smiley face for sound good or something like that. Sound is good? Oh, yes, good. I'm so hot. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Good. So give me a thumbs up if you listen to the podcast. Yes, no, maybe so. I'm not having a hot flash. I'm cleaning. I'm putting myself back in the van on a minuscule minimal setup. Thought the podcast was going on now. No, you have to listen to the podcast and then come here and talk about it. I can't play the podcast here. I'll get in trouble for that. It's not my material. I can't play a podcast here. So you have to listen to it first, then you come here to discuss it. Yeah, every month. The first Saturday of each month. Good. I'm glad you listened to it. Did you like it? It was pretty interesting. It was where's my eyeglass case? I gotta clean my glasses because I can barely see you guys' things. I thought it was a really interesting podcast, this one. And I have not listened to it today or even this week. I listened to it last month, so I'm going to try my best to muddle through. I had heard it twice already, so I think I know enough. I forgot the gentleman's name, but if anybody remembers his name, can you type it in, those that listened to it today? It was okay, very different. Crystal, I can't stay. I went, hold on, went out yesterday. It's 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3. What? AC went out yesterday. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Sorry, M. Tamir, that's right. His name was Tamir. Thank you. You couldn't find the podcast? It's anywhere you listen to podcasts. Is Snap Judgment is on Apple. It's on Spotify. It's anywhere you listen to pod, and you can go to snapjudgment.com .org website and find it there as well. So you can listen to next month's. I haven't picked next month's yet. I'll definitely let you know in the next video what next month's podcast Snap Judgment podcast will be. So da, 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 hello to everybody signing on. No, podcast is not. I cannot play somebody else's podcast on my channel. That would definitely get me sued. So no, you have to listen to it and then we come here to discuss it. JG thought the podcast was creepy, a little unusual and a little creepy. Autumn says, I've never listened to a podcast. That would have been my first, so I didn't know where to go. So you can always go to my website when you have questions about that. It tells you on the website. You can find it on Spotify. Spotify's a free app. Okay, thanks Gladys for listening, and I'm sorry about your family problems. I definitely would catch the next one. Yeah, by all means, catch the next one. Catherine, hey Catherine. Hey, I listened to, for some reason this little thing is in the way. There it is. I listening to it. It was very interesting. Or you listened to it, I guess is what you mean. Love Cat says, I know better next time. 2 people in one body, reincarnation. Yeah, so it was really interesting. So Tamir was a young boy when he got hit in the head at a friend's or family member's wedding. And I don't know, how old was he? Like 5 or 6 or something like that. But once he was hit in the head, he automatically started navigating the streets of his city and came to a home and told the woman who answered the door that I'm your son. So his parents are looking for him now. He has left the wedding and gone to this other person's house and told this person, I'm your son, and told her things that only her son would have known. So he was reincarnated as a boy, but the person, not reincarnated, but I don't know what the word is for that. Um, the person, the other entity or the other consciousness inhabiting his body was an adult man who was married, who went off to war, who died. And so he knew everything about this person's life, this person's all of it. It was really kind of creepy, but and it's something that he's had to keep at bay his whole life. So yeah, really crazy. Yeah, he was telling them, I remember this day when we had this party or whatever, this was going on. I remember he was married. The other the other, I don't know how to say it, entity, person, whatever, who was also in his body was a married man. So he got to talk to the wife and the mother, the father, the other relatives. He knew everything about them. There's no way a 5-year-old boy would have known any of that. Mr. G says in Christianity it would have been called a demon possession. I guess so, whatever. Um Reincarnated. Okay. I don't know if I'd call it a reincarnation because his original self was there too. A reincarnation, to me, in my mind, a reincarnation is when someone is born and the spirit of somebody else is born into that person, so they really become that person. He didn't become this person. It was two of them. It was him and the other person living in one body. So I don't know if I would call that a reincarnation. Yeah, exactly, Michael. More like a channeling. Yeah. Um, yeah, so Wafa, I'm sorry, thank you. Wafa is the adult male. So yeah, and it was something. Yeah, he found some ammunition, something that could have been extremely dangerous and killed several people. The little boy, Tamir, Wafa was leading him to where they were building a house or something where he had left some dangerous live grenades that could have killed someone. And only the person who put them there would have known that they were there. So this little boy would not have known that. So he went to where the house or whatever they were building was, and he found the live grenades and he got rid of them or gave them to someone to get rid of. So that, I mean, I don't know. It's just, it was really interesting. And there's a group in the country they're from. There's a group of people that this happens to, and they're called a certain something. Again, I listened to this last month, but I listened to it twice last month, so I kind of remember a little bit. But anyway, I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'll read the comments for those that are watching this playback later. And I thought I cleaned my glasses, but I have this smudge right on the middle of my um thing, and it's like right bothering me. I can't see the screen because this smudge. Ugh. You guys tell me what you thought, and I'll read the comments that you are commenting, so that the people watching this in the playback mode don't have to keep looking down at the comments. So you guys tell me what you thought. How did the little boy was hit on the head? Then he was the other person in a 5-year-old body. Yeah, I don't know how that happens. Maybe at the moment he was hit on the head, it was enough of a, I want to, like, maybe the brain injury of him being hit on the head was enough to allow the other spirit to come in. I don't know. I don't know how that happens. Split personality with the question mark, possibly, I guess. So someone, Willow is saying it must have been weird to talk to a child like he was an adult. Yes, exactly. Reincarnation is living multiple lives. He supposedly accessed the memories of his past life. They are supposed to be the same person's or soul. I guess, I don't know. Having more than one Trinity. What is that you're saying? Gurus? Gurus? Is that the name of the people? I don't know. Having more than one person in a body is a split personality. Trinity Blue says, I think it took a lot of courage to go against his culture and to leave and to become his own person. Exactly. So at some point, he was decided that he did not want to continue to channel Wafa for Wafa's family, that he wanted to live his own life. And so he was able to learn how to stifle Wafa or suppress Wafa. And he did end up going to his daughter's wedding, I think it was. Yeah, I think he was like 20 something years old and his daughter was getting married, or Wafa's daughter was getting married. And so Tamir went to the wedding, and I think that was like the last time he had had real contact with the Wafa's family. But he was saying that, Wafa doesn't come up as much anymore because he had learned to suppress him. So Mr. G says, I'm going to listen to more of those podcasts. Snap Judgment has the best podcasts ever, and I like their podcasts because it's not just somebody telling you a story, it's the actual person who has lived the event that they're talking about telling the story. So it's really cool. Spirit can access us in a lot of different ways, says Love Cats. That's true. Catherine says, fighting with the boys at the wedding. Oh, I don't remember. It's been a month since I've listened to it. Four Willow says, I was glad that he was eventually able to control it. Yeah, I was too, because I thought, man, this kid is not going to be able to live his own life because the Wafa's family really, I mean, I feel like they wanted him to leave his family and come live with them and just be Wafa, basically. It was like, oh my gosh, like, let the boy live. Let me turn this light around some and probably take the filter off, maybe. I don't know. Is that brighter? That's brighter. It makes it harder to see the screen, but that's okay. I can't sit. I need to get I did pull out the step stool, but I don't remember where I put it. No, I can't do that. It's okay. I'll just have to lean. Yes. Guros, I think, is the religious group where he lived. Yeah, so, yeah. Thank you, Trinity, for that. Yes. Anybody else? He was 23 years old, yeah, when his daughter was getting married. Four Willow says, I would imagine it was a little scary for him at first, too. Hello from El Paso. We're talking about the podcast right now. Yeah, I can't even imagine, but it almost felt like the way he was telling the story, it felt like it was natural to him. He started recognizing the streets and the doorways and the cross streets. When he first got hit, it was like he was on autopilot. Wafa was just leading him. He had no control of it at all. So yeah. Trinity Blue is saying, I couldn't imagine having thoughts that aren't my own. Can you imagine having memories and thoughts that were not yours at all, but having them be so vivid, knowing that you had lived it? The feelings were there, the emotions there, all that there, and it's not yours. Like, yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts. Ouch. Oh, this is my striking tool for striking someone who's trying to hurt me. Like, what is that on my neck? Oh, Lordy. Ugh. The only problem with this is I have to touch the screen to see the comments. I think that's why he was sick. Yeah, I think so too. I think having that inhabit your body. Oh shoot, that's okay. Having someone's spirit inhabit your body and take over you, I could see that definitely being a way for you to get sick, emotionally, physically, all of it. Excuse me. So I can't even imagine that. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anybody else? Don't forget to do that thumbs up for me. I only have 23 of them. Can you quickly hit that thumbs up before you forget? Because we won't be on too long. I've got to try and put a couple of other things away so I can get ready for bed tonight. I'm going to stay in the van tonight. I haven't been in the van in several days, so I'm going to stay in the van tonight. Taraz says, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. This is the monthly podcast. You have to listen to the podcast and then you come here and we discuss it. So maybe next month you can listen to the next one. So tomorrow's video, I will say what the new podcast is. If not tomorrow, then Monday, and you can watch it, listen to it for next month. Okay. Four Willow says sort of like being in a place and it feels very familiar, but you don't remember being there. Yeah, exactly. Deja vu. Definitely not deja vu. I don't think it was deja vu. Thanks for doing the thumbs up. Those that have done it. I need about um 20 some odd more people to do the thumbs up for me. Yeah, I just think it was just very interesting to me. Very interesting. And if you like podcasts, especially if you're like me, when I travel, I really like listening to podcasts. So LeVar Burton has a really good one, and it's called LeVar Burton Reads. So if you loved reading Rainbow, like I loved reading Rainbow back in the day, it's like reading Rainbow for adults. You must listen. And if you get Spotify, it's free to listen to the podcast on Spotify. And another good podcast is oh, what is the name of it? Of course, I can't look it up because the phone is on. I'm trying to think. Dang it, I can't remember the name. I'll try and come back later with a list of some podcasts and put them in the description box or down in the comment section. The ones that I listen to. If you like RuPaul's Drag Race, I know a lot of you are religious and that's not your thing. But if you happen to like things about the LGBT community or just RuPaul himself, which I really like RuPaul, not no matter what his sexual orientation is, he's just a really nice, cool person. He has a podcast and it's really funny too. And he has some famous people come on and he basically just interviews them and they chat and it's so random, but it's really good. Lovey Ajayi has a podcast. I love her podcast as well because I just love her as a person anyway. And if you follow me on social media, you see that I share her posts all the time. So you definitely should get into some podcasts if you like podcasts. Let's see. Anybody have anything else to say about this podcast? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Thanks, Catherine, for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you so much. We are still talking about the podcast. I got to give at least 20 minutes to the book club and 20 minutes to the podcast. So you guys are going this is not free chat right now. So give me a couple more minutes to talk about the podcast. For those that listen to it, I want to hear your feedback. Charlotte says he left Israel to Switzerland so that he could find himself and separate himself from Wafa's family. Yeah, you're right. And it's unfortunate he had to do that because I feel like they were really pressuring him. Can you imagine this started when he was 5? So he had lived no life, going into preteen, teen, young adult, like really, like he had no life with this other entity telling him and reminding him and trying to figure out how to live with these two people. Yeah, definitely. He got tattoos too. Yeah. Mm. Is that because Wafa had tattoos, right? Because Wafa was part of the Israeli army or something like that, right? So I think Wafa had tattoos, so he ended up getting tattoos too, because I feel like maybe Wafa's spirit was leading him to do. Can you imagine your life, some of the decisions you made, and you look back and you're like, that wasn't even me. That was the other dude. Like, can you imagine? I can't even begin to imagine that. That's crazy. Crazy. Anybody else? We have another couple minutes, like a minute and a half ish. Pishon says living life for others. Yeah, I think he wanted to, I think he was trying to be kind to Wafa's family by telling them things, but he also, that's difficult to be a kid. It would be different if it happened to an adult man who had lived some life, but this happened to a child. So yeah, I just feel like very difficult. Traveling Teresa, I hit the thumbs up and I'll listen to the podcast sometime later. Okay, that's fine. I just feel like that's crazy. Just crazy. Conscious Living said it happened to her daughter. What? Oh wow, that's crazy. I didn't see that. Let me go back. Where did you say that? How did I miss that? Oh, Conscious Living says, to be honest, I think that's what happened to my daughter. Wow, that's crazy. Whoa. Four Willow says, right. His real family must have been very confused. Right, because I'm sure he was making choices that they know he wouldn't have made, that it clearly was Wafa. Um, and Trinity Blue is saying, I think he felt Wafa's wife wanted him to be Wafa. But can you imagine as an adult woman, this little kid, how can you even ask this little kid to be your husband or live his life as, that's just nuts. So nuts. Hi, for those signing in, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I need about 15 or 17 more. What else? Trinity Blue. Oh, okay. Okay, that's the 20-minute mark. I'm going to give you a few seconds for those that want to say the last final things about the podcast, and then I'll open it up to a open chat for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to get off, and then I'm going to finish straightening up so I can go to bed. I'm tired, and it's not late, but I am tired, and I have been up. I got up at 2 o'clock this morning with a really bad headache because my stupid Eve is, which I call my cycle. She is starting soon, and every other month I have a really bad PMS, headache, cramps, all that. So this is that month, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't feel very well. I will be going to bed. I went back to sleep for a couple hours and then I was up again, so I haven't had much sleep. Anyway. Hey Judy. So I'm not seeing any other podcast things. Conscious Living is saying when her father got killed, or when her Conscious Living is talking about her daughter. When her father got killed, she changed. That's interesting. Catherine Cook says I had to go listen to other podcasts. Okay. LeVar Burton only has a few uploads. Is the rest on Audible? The last time I looked, he had a whole first season and second season up there, so I don't know. I haven't listened to his in a long time, but not a long time. A month, maybe. P. Sean says, even in today's society, that's too much for a child to live. So I have you closer so I can sit back. And although that really that's not helpful with the light being way over there, but it is what it is. I do not need any sleepy time tea. I just need to go to bed. If I flip this over, I wonder if it will flip you guys too. Haha. Let me know if I'm upside down. Okay, I'm right side up. Am I right side up on your screen? Hopefully I am. Okay. All right, good. Because I'm going to just hold this in my hand. I'm trying to get it so the light, there we go. We have a little bit of light because I need to sit back. My back hurts. All right, so we are going to see, my light battery is about to die. You see how it's flickering? Ugh. Don't do this. Because if the light dies, it's going to be very, very... Don't do this. I need to go to Dollar Tree and get some. Thank you, guys. All right, I'm going to open it up for about 15 minutes or until the light dies. Open chat. So if you have questions, if you just want to make a comment, let's do it now. Okay. One more thing from Conscious Living. One day I'll make a video about her, but I'm not sure only if she allows me to talk about her. Shirley wants to know, did you and Tom get the rotors, calipers, and things fixed on Not Your Mama's? Yeah, that was the last video. You need to watch the last video. Taraz once says, I am glad you decided not to get the old motorhome. I'm a little disappointed because I kind of really wanted it. Had this been on the West Coast, I would have got it. Because it could have sat while we worked on it. Very easy vehicle to fix. No electronics whatsoever. Basically, it's just pulled apart and put the new one on. So it is... Anyway, it is what it is. How is the vehicle searching coming along? And thank goodness for Mr. Tom. Yeah, he's been a godsend. So I ordered some more parts for the van. I have to do the 2 tie rods. And We're gonna get those done. So I ordered those from Rock Auto because those they do need to be done, but they weren't as urgent as the other things, so that's why I ordered them. So I am definitely going to meet up with him, and he's gonna teach me how to do the tie rods. His RV needs some brakes or something. I think maybe rotors, but I think it's brakes. No, I think it's brakes. So he's gonna let me do the RV brakes, so I'll have a chance to actually do brakes as well. So what's the news on Not Your Mama's Van? Butter gas will break you. I don't know what that means. Butter gas would break you. I don't know what butter gas. Oh, do you mean the gas? Yeah. Well, this is why I said if that RV was on the West Coast, I would have got it because I could have let it sit there and I could have later on found some small vehicle to come back and forth with. It could have been like a home base or something out there on the West Coast. But it is what it is, and I'm not going to worry about it, and I'm moving on. That motorhome would be, Mr. G says, that motorhome would be good for camping, but not so good for traveling coast to coast. Yeah, no, it wouldn't have been. Again, I'll just repeat. Had it been on the West Coast, I would have bought the $500 RV and taken my time and fixed it up and whatever. So, yep. Extraordinaire says, looking forward to seeing the new minimal setup. Yeah, unfortunately, I got rid of my bookshelf already and it's gone, taken by the trash man. So I had to go to the thrift shop and find something to put my food in. Not ideal. It's not what I wanted, but it was $3 and so I got it. Yes, I'm sitting in my van right now. Conscious Living said, I wanted you to get it so bad. She wanted me to get the RV. Antonia is saying, if your van needs to be in the shop or is it out for another reason, do you sleep in a hotel? No. The few times that I've had to have a shop fix my actually I've only had one time. That was the Pet Boys incident. Yeah, so any other time I have found a side hustle mechanic to do my vehicle. When I was using my old mechanic here, I slept in my vehicle at his house and then he took it to his shop the next morning and worked on it. Most shops will let you sleep in your vehicle on their property. You just explain the situation to them. Yeah. Judy says any vehicle, old or new, can always be remodeled. It's the shall that is needed. I don't know. Hey Lisa, said definitely proud of yourself. Proud of you for challenging yourself. Yes. Pishon says I did watch the last video. I thought I missed something. I don't think so. There's some random woman coming over here talking on her cell phone. Oh Lord Jesus. JD says, is there anything you need to help you? I think I'm okay right now. I've just got to get a job. That is my biggest thing is no one is responding back to me for all of these jobs that I've applied for. So once that happens and I get a job and I can save, then I'll be okay. But Tom is willing to help me fix whatever I need fixing. So again, it's the tie rods. The only thing he can't do that I do need to get done is the timing belt and the tensioner pulley. So I'll have to find a shop to do that. And my cousin, when he cut my hair, did recommend a shop. So I'm going to call that guy on Monday and see if that's something that he can do for me this week. But I'm still looking for vehicles at the same time because ideally I would love to give this van to my son and let Not Your Mama's Van live out another year or two. I got to get closer because it's getting dark out here. Live out of her life another year or two. I know she has it in her, but she's probably going to be best to be a local van and not a traveling van. So Annie wants to know where my frog plate is. Well, Annie, remember I emptied out the entire van except for the bed. So there was not much of anything in here. So I'm putting back just the items that I absolutely positively need to live day to day. Gracie says, I love the new haircut. That's you. Thank you very much. It was looking a little nicer earlier today, but I've been in here cleaning, so it's kind of looking a little wonky. Julia says, Crystal, just want you to know that you're loved. Thank you, Julia. You're loved too, sweetie. Sean says hi, chapter. Oh, you're saying hi to someone. Sorry. Gotta go. Okay, bye, Taraz. Bye. I wish I bought the Kathy's RV Life says, I wish you had bought the RV, but welcome home. Thank you. Those that are leaving, goodbye. Make sure you hit the thumbs up before you go. We've got 97 people on, only 61 thumbs up. If you don't mind hitting the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Good thing you kept the bid. Yeah, it's a good thing I kept the bid. You're right. Why not get your stuff from Miss T? The stuff that Miss T was gonna store for me is not the stuff that I absolutely need. That was stuff that was like a sleeping bag. I don't need a sleeping bag. The little folding table. I don't have to have that. Little things. And some keepsakes that some things that people had given me when I met them in person. That kind of stuff. I don't have to have that stuff in the van right now. I'm not leaving this area, so it's fine for it to stay there at her house. Ideally, I would like to get a teeny bit bigger van, but if I end up in another minivan, that's fine. I'll just have to reevaluate everything that I kept and figure out, I'm going to probably redo the bed if I get another minivan and have it be one of those beds that's a 60-40 split that you lift up, and then I can store some of the stuff that's at Miss T's house under the bed better. JG says, your plans make perfect sense. Congrats. Thank you so much. Pishan says, keep your head held high, Crystal. Something will come along soon. I know it will. I've been answering Craigslist ads for vans and stuff, but sometimes people are flaky. You put an ad on Craigslist and then you don't answer people back. I don't understand. Like, aren't you trying to sell the van? There's one in particular that I was really interested in DC that I saw. Someone sent me actually, and I'm hoping that I could talk the person down in price. So it will be really one of you Vanner family members sent it to me. So I'm really excited to see if the person answers me back. Paulette says, you are truly an inspiration. I am currently in a situation I'm saving to buy a van. Hang in there. CP says, big hugs. Glad you got your van back. Thanks, guys, so much. I never was without my van, so it was with me the whole time. It was just me thinking I was going to have to let her go. Cheryl Clark, thank you for the $15 super chat. That was so awesome of you. Joy says she is looking too cute today. Thank you. Jerry says, you are so easy to watch and such a real person. I'm hoping I'll be able to do RV life soon. I have been caring for a 90-year-old mother with Alzheimer's, but that's life I want to live in an RV. That's awesome, Jerry. I hope you can do it really soon too. And when you get on the road, you email me and let me know. Simon says, what vehicle are you looking for? I'm still kind of looking for minivans because I know I can get a decent minivan that Tom can help me fix for less than 1800 or less. So that's kind of what I'm looking for is a minivan. But there are a couple of feelers out there from Vanner family members for bigger vans that they either have seen, they have, or a family member has, and I'm waiting for information to come back to me from those Vanner family members. So that would be nice to get something bigger, but with a bigger van comes bigger gas bill. So it's a trade-off. Grace says, you're going to be just fine. I'm learning so much from you, and I know others are too. Thank you, Grace. Sorry, not Grace, but Gracie. Jerry says, not tell my mother is ready to go. I don't want her to pass. Yeah, well, nobody would want their mom to pass. I'm so sorry that I did live in caregiving for 2.5 years for a woman who had Alzheimer's, so I totally understand. Chapter 9 says, have you tried Indeed for a job? I have not. I will do that tomorrow. Thanks for the that information. The library is... Oh, if you are in the Maryland area, we are meeting. I'm going to keep my meetup. I'm going to get there. I'm going to be driving out your mama's van. So if you're in Maryland, in Baltimore, or you can get to Baltimore tomorrow at 2 o'clock, we will be at the Dovecote Cafe. Please check the calendar at crystalvanner.com. Pishan is reminding everyone to do the thumbs up, the like button, and subscribe. Thank you. Annette says, who do you watch on YouTube? Oh, you'll have to wait. There's a series coming with my top fives of all these different topics, so you'll have to wait for that. That's next month for probably for the Veda next month. Love Cat says going minimal is a good thing. It really is. I feel like a big weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Just getting rid of that stuff. I'm kind of at the point where I don't even want to bring it back in because there's so much space in here. Well, except for this thing I had to buy for the food. It's a little bit bigger than my bookshelf that was here. But other than that, I don't have the clothes at my feet. My bed is completely unobstructed, and I'm gonna sleep not very well tonight. Mr. G says, I hope Brother Tom and other black men show up to the RTR next year. We need to expand. So, Brother Tom has an RV similar, but a little bit newer, a 1979 RV like the one that I looked at. He has been working on that. He is driving it west. Him, Miss V, if you remember Miss V, Maria, and Maria's friend, all four of us, five of us rather, will be caravanning west starting the last week in September or the first week in October. So if you, once I get my travel plans up on the website, if you are in any of those areas and you want us to stop and see you, please, please, please reach out to me via email. I don't know the route I'm taking yet, and I won't be telling anyone the route I'm taking until the beginning or middle of September, and I am losing my light. I'm going to go stand outside. Sorry guys. My light is like, I'm dying. That's Dollar Tree batteries for you. Okay, I'm gonna sit here. Much better. Woo! So, once you see my travel plans, my itinerary, my route that I'm planning on taking across sort of through the middle of the country, and then we're gonna drop down to New Mexico because Maria needs, oh, the camera's over here. I forgot I flipped the video. Oh Lord help me, I'm so tired. Maria is going down to New Mexico to work with Habitat for Humanity for 2 or 3 weeks. She's going to help build a house. So we're going to come from the DMV, Virginia area, sort of across, and then we're going to drop down to New Mexico and then hit Arizona. So once I have those plans, like mid-September, you can look on the calendar, crystalvanner.com, and you can see the dates that I plan on being in different cities. And if you're near those cities, email me so I'll know. And if you know a spot where we can meet up, a museum that's free, preferably, a park, a Starbucks, a library, somewhere we can meet up, please let me know once you get the itinerary, because I want to meet you guys, and there's gonna be 5 of us in a caravan. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Someone is saying, 2 people are saying yes, indeed, is very awesome to get a job. I had to scroll all the way back up, so you guys, I'm going back. Have I looked on? Yes, I've looked on Facebook Marketplace for a van. Yes. Glassdoor, excellent site to find work. Okay, I'll look there. I have applied for Postmates, so I'm waiting for them to send me some more info, I guess. I haven't gotten an email or anything back from them, so I can at least do some Postmates, and that's something I can take with me all over. Hi there, Kathy. Precious is saying flex jobs online too. Okay, great. Traveling Teresa, thank you for the $10 super chat. Mwah, thanks, sweetie. That's so sweet of you. Four Willow says it's good when you realize how much you can live without. It really, really is. When I first started this, I didn't have much in the van, and it felt really good. Let's see. That's good. Not Your Mama's van is serving your needs for right now. I know, and I know that everything else that you need will come your way. Thank you. Gracie says, van looks nice, looks like so much space. Thank you. Kathy says, I'm so happy to see you get the van fixed. Thank you. Yeah, it looks spacious. Job hunting is no joke. It really is not any joke. Someone is saying that Instacart pays better than Postmates. Okay, I will go and look for Instacart as well. Precious says, oh, a caravan sounds so cool. It really is going to be cool. All of us are black, and we're all going to be traveling west, which is cool because there's safety in numbers. We can all video if something goes down. But I believe one of my Vanner family wants to travel with us as well. So I have to go back through emails and figure out who that was. I'm so sorry that I don't remember. It's just one of those days. I have a really bad headache. Anyway, yes. So it is what time? It is 8:41. I'll give you guys maybe 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to get off of here and definitely get this van fixed and go find a place to park. I know where there's some street parking in the townhouse community that I used to live in Annandale, and nobody's gonna bother me there. I can rotate for a few days there and be perfectly fine. So, ugh, bugs, they're coming out. Ugh, gross. Anyway, anybody else have a question or a comment? Thank you, Gracie. Thank you so much. To you too as well, my dear. And my throat hurts so bad. Ugh. Anybody else? I don't really have anything else to talk about. I think I've told you pretty much all my plans, at least what I'm doing, trying to do anyway. So the things that are going to the veterans, there's 2 bags up there on the top of the museum, and then the other bags are sitting. Oh, you can't see that. Glare. Oh, the door's not unlocked. Hold on. Okay. There we go. The other bags are sitting in the passenger seat area and down on the passenger floor. They're going to come pick them up on Tuesday the 10th. So veterans is, they're going to come pick them up for me. So Conscious says, I'll meet you when you get out there. I will definitely meet you out there on the West Coast. KO Docs, thank you so much. You guys, now you can see a little bit more of my haircut. It was a little bit neater. But I noticed that he didn't fade my sides the same. So when I go back, I'm definitely going to have to, like, this is here. I like this side better. I don't know what happened. We were talking so much. I think he just got distracted. It's not a big deal. I don't think anybody else would notice it except for me. But it definitely is shorter than I wanted. I wanted here to have a little more hair right in here. I like the fact that this is really low, but from my, it's called an I can't pronounce it anymore. I used to be able to say that word. Occipital bone, whatever this bone is. Everyone has one. Some people's is flatter, some people's really sticks out. Anyway, from here up, I wanted a little bit more hair, but it'll grow back in no time. And if I pick it out, it does look more full, so it just is what it is. Can we get a van tour? No, not today. It's not, I don't have everything put away yet. I had to go to Dollar Tree and get a couple things that I needed. I couldn't find a big funnel, so I just have a little teeny funnel. I'll go to Walmart and get a bigger funnel. But yeah, no, it's not together right now. You can get a van tour. Maybe that video for tomorrow or Monday might have a van tour in it. I don't know. Cheryl says, can I find the Veterans Association online? I have some things to give away. So I didn't set it up. Miss T, who is Miss T, who's a vet, did it for me. But yes, she did go to their website. She set everything up. Yes, you can find it online. Love Cat says, bye for now. Take care, Crystal. Okay, goodbye. I know how to spell the word. I just can't say the word. I used to be able to say that because I'm a cosmetologist and I used to be able to say that word with no problems, but for some reason I don't. Chapter 9 says, I thought you were joining the Lock Club. I'm not going back to Atlanta at any time soon. The person who was going to lock it for me, start my locks for me, is in Atlanta, and that's traveling right now is just not in the future for me. And so that hair was just getting too hot and I couldn't do it. Love your new haircut. Yes, I do. Okay. Conscious living, me. Thank you. I'm glad you like the haircut. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go. I'm at the library. This is the back side of the library. So the front side of the library, you have to go through there, and then that's the front of the library. This is the back where the staff parks. So I love coming back here when the library's closed. Alice says, I love rain. I guess that's why I love your video about the rain. Estella says, go get some rest. All right, good night, rest well. Good night, Crystal. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I love you guys so much. Thank you as always for watching. Mwah! Thank you for my super chats. Thank you for all the PayPal, all the GoFundMe. The van would not be able to get fixed. The search for another vehicle would not be able to happen without you guys. And so it's all because of you. And I love you guys so much. I thank you for being so supportive of me. And if you want to get extra content, which I am a little bit behind on, you can go to Patreon. So if you're on here and you're a patron, please forgive me about not getting the content up for Wednesday and for Friday. I will definitely put it up tomorrow or Monday. I'm so sorry. Things have just been crazy for me. And with waking up with the headache today, I didn't get it done like I thought I would. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching as always. And just continue to watch the videos. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. And we're going to just continue this journey and see what happens. Love you. Bye. Mwah.